Alright. Hello everyone. Leicester Games here. Um Today one second. Alright, audio's working. Sorry, I just had to double check that my audio is going through. Alright. So today I am going to be let me get off of OBS first. We're heading back into Engine again today, and I'm going to be going through and showing off some of what we have done during this. Oh, hello there. But we will be, showing off some stuff. We will be getting into Maya briefly because I did do some stuff off stream, particularly in regards to UVs. So to start, I believe we're currently in the gym. I am currently in our main branch, so this should have everything that everyone's. Is that smoke particles? Ooh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, well let's play first. We're gonna test some stuff. So let's grab our thing. We have a bunch of text over this. So this is our gym for our game. Basically, oh hey! Oh, that's so cool. Sorry, I didn't realize they put in the procedural stuff. Oh, and it's just like, oh, okay. Sorry, this is my first time actually fully looking at the gym as well. So I'm getting to see some of the cool stuff that my team has made as well. I mean, I knew some of the stuff that they were doing, but with an enemy trap item with random spawn locations in the. Okay, yeah, it's not going to spawn like this. Obviously, it's going to be horizontal. So, well, I guess not obviously, sorry. Oh, you can see the verticality. Sorry. The first time I showed the procedural, I knew verticality had been added. So you can see the staircases kind of here and there. That is something that was existing beforehand, but was not in the version I was showing off before. So it's really cool to see that it's actually coming on, but yeah, okay, that's really cool. Okay. So first of all, we're gonna come over here. Oh, we got some numbers being generated to the side. I wonder what those are for. Oh, that's stamina. Okay, sorry. We have a stamina thing. So you can see those, if you look to the top left, you can see these numbers that are kind of going down. And in theory, we should slow down once it hits. Oh, and then it's got like an intermediary thing, so we slow down over time, which is kind of cool. That is okay. Yeah, I remember that being told us. We got use light. Right click. Use light. Is that something that might be something we have to find? Okay, we have some walk speed, run speed, and light speed. What's this? I'm not sure what light speed is, but yeah, we basically put a bunch of. Ooh. Oh, that's the enemy. Oh, I'm being hurt. Oh, they've got sound effects for being hurt. That's cool. Okay. Oh, oops. Whoops. Oh, I don't mean. Sorry. Apparently when I click restart, it puts me into one of our previous things. That is. Okay. So we got our units. This is something that you usually want to do in a game. You want to know what your measurements are, so you know like what you're working with. Like say you had jump height. You want to know what your jump is, so that way you know how so when your designers are creating levels, they know what heights to make things. Which in this game we don't have a jump, which is why I'm not able to jump. But timid minimum distance. 800 by 800. Okay, I'm assuming that's a square. Look at the eyes to stop attack. Ooh, okay. So find the mirror shard outside to defeat the monster. Okay, I do not know how to grab the mirror shard. I know we have an inventory system, I think. Oh, use 200 units height minimum for cranking it. Yeah. Oh, there's the monster sound. Oh, I can't get out actually. Okay, we're gonna click quit because it's going to, otherwise it'll bring me into that other level. So I'm just gonna walk around for a moment. Mosh minimum distance. Ooh, I wonder if they got the slide. Oh yeah. So they got this. We made this. So we have some monsters. We have a mosh monster, and then like the timid monster, and then we also have an invisible monster that I know was being worked on, but I don't think got done in time for what we needed. Okay. So if we touch it, we pick it up. Interesting. Okay, 1 second. I need to try getting hurt first. So we're gonna escape, play. First, we're gonna get hurt. Where did that monster go? Wait, where did the trap go? We had a trap here. Okay, something. Oh, I see. There's the mirror shard. So drop mirror shard in front of mirror. Select the mirror. Okay, let's find the shard. My guess is something happened that I missed. I want to check in here. That I assume is the mirror shard. If I. Oh no. Okay, I see how the light. I see what light speed meant. This is light speed. I like that. That's actually kind of cool. Okay. Oh, and apologies for the lighting changes. Oh yeah, you can. Sorry, the mosh guys, they duplicate themselves. That's why they're called mosh. So it turns into like a mosh pit and stuff. Can they hurt me? Because that could actually be a perfect. Oh, they do little. They only do like a 1. That's kind of cool. Okay, so they get more dangerous if there's more, I imagine. And then we go to health potion, and boom. Ooh, okay. Sorry. We have item can be accessed by inventory by pressing 1. Oh, I have to pick up first. Oh, okay. So that's probably the mirror shard. So if we click E, that picks it up. If I press 1, 1 is not working. That is fine. Ooh, you know what? I think I realized something I should have. Nah, never mind, it's fine. So if I come here and I drop it, aha! It's defeated. Ooh, once within 500 units, it begins to attack. Make noise before attacking target. Charges up for 1.8. Oh, that's what that noise was. I thought that was just ambient. Okay. Ooh, got a few people. Hello. So yeah, this is our mosh. I'm curious what this is, because I see this smoke. Oh, fuck. Okay, so something I should explain. For those that have not seen the previous video, or the previous stream, where I first went through everything that we had created. Well, I guess I didn't go through everything, but mostly. Floating potions. Oh, I love that noise. That's a fun little noise. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's kind of fun. Alright, but our game is based on Silent Hill 2, particularly the version from the PS2. So, it's an old game, and it's an old horror game. And one of the things about the game was kind of, I'm trying to remember, cause I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that big of a fan of horror, but, so I was a little nervous when trying to figure out information for the game, but what we did from my understanding, luckily my teammates, they figured out more about the game, but from my understanding, what's that music? Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot that I put music. I have music playing now, for the stream, so that way, like, if I ever go silent, like I did last stream, where I was, like, entirely silent, except for a few moments. Yeah, sorry. I got distracted. I just heard, like, random sounds that didn't seem like they came from the game. But, yeah, Silent Hill's kind of... For its time, it was, like, one of the scariest games that was, like, it was kind of like the... Yeah, it was definitely, like, considered one of the scariest horror games for its time. And probably still pretty scary today. I kind of... But, one of the things that we kind of figured out was that the movement for like Silent Hill was kind of, it's very rough movement. And so I think that was something that we were trying to replicate, was the rough movement that sorry, the music's distracting me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to ignore the music, so apologies. But, yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I do want to look through props a little bit. There is some stuff I want to show off. I want to see if we can... I'm basically gonna just quickly gotta go through things, see if there's anything that looks interesting that I want to show off in particular. I do have some stuff with my models I want to show off, particularly the 2 desks I made and the bench I made, because I made some changes to their UVs, but we'll do that in Maya. There was, because there was something that came up in terms of materials, and I can probably partially show it today. Or, not today. I'm going to show it today for sure, but I can show it in here. I should get Maya opening, now that I think about it. One second. I'm going to get that opening. And then we're gonna go through some stuff. So we got some, ooh! We have a whole bunch of materials now. Oh, something I don't remember if I showed this off last time, but something one of our artists made, they actually, they made a liquid material, so you can actually, I wonder if I can show it. I'm afraid to, you know what, I'm not going to save any changes that I make here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around a little bit. First, actually, let's go through levels first. So first of all, we have adding assets, test, gym. Let's check out, we're in the gym currently. Model scale testing? No, that's an old one that I made. Adding assets. Let's check out the adding assets. I don't know if... Well, I'm just gonna look around. Oh. It is a blank level. Is there anything in here? Actually, well, since we're in here, I can do what I was wanting to test. So, basically, if I pull, let's say, let's get... Where's one of the potions? We need to go to models. Models... We're gonna get a potion, which the potions they were done by the same artist. So we're gonna do, let's do this one. This one's an interesting shape. Let's go materials, and let's see if I can figure out how to add it correctly. It's something. I feel like I did something wrong. How do I rotate? Oh, it's off to the side. So if I rotate it, you can see. I mean, I probably am applying... I need to lower my movement speed, sorry. You can see that the liquid stays flat as you rotate it. Ooh! Oh, he fixed... Oh no, I think I see what he was talking about. I thought he was saying it, yeah. But yeah, so it kind of flows around a little bit. Which is kind of cool. So that's one of our materials. We also have, I want to see, do we have the materials that are like the wood? Yes, we have the wood. So what I'm going to do also is I'm going to, how do I delete this? I can't delete it. There we go. Ooh, actually, I'm going to try this metallic black. I don't know if this is what made by one of our artists, but we're going to pretend. It's a perfect example. So something I did was actually for my models, and I don't know if it's on any other models, so I'm going to show off with mine, is I made it so, because originally my UVs, they could only have one material on them. But now, we could put multiple. So in this case, we could put like a wood grain, nope, a wood grain, there we go. Get the... So we have the side and the end grain, and that should apply all over the wood parts. And we can also apply this metal, which is kind of interesting. Maybe? Is it applying, or am I just failing? Oh, it's being slow. I see. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you can apply all the different materials to it now. And I've actually done this with this desk, the other desk I made. I'll briefly no, I'll show them in a moment. Well, we have this bench and then this desk. They all work with the separate materials now, which is very. Something went wrong. Something's wrong. I know I fixed this. Okay. I don't want to make any changes to this level. I can delete the changes afterwards, so let's. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, why they're not working, but they are fixed. Oh, hey, the end grain actually got applied exactly to the ones I wanted them to. So I'll add the side grain. And yeah. As you can see, they now work for different materials. I also made sure that the grains were flowing in the as best of the correct direction as I could make them. I almost wonder if I mean, I'm sure they could be improved, but currently, yeah. Okay, let's see. Level prototyping. I know we had some stuff in here. We have some blueprints. I'm gonna see if I can't find some good. I wonder if we actually have. Oh, here's our health potion. You know, I'll show off the blueprint. I'm not gonna mess with it at all, but I seen this. We'll show off some of the engineering stuff. Ooh, okay. Yeah. So it looks like it has like a sphere that overlaps. Actually, let's go back into the gym so I can show it off in relation to the gym. Materials. We need. Where's our levels? File, open level. There we go. Do not save. We do not want any of that saved. Oh, I might need to still re-import the desk again though then. Okay, yeah, so we got this sphere around. That's going to mean that when the player collides with it, it's going to send a certain effect. So if we go back into the blueprint. In this case, it casts to the third person character, so it probably goes into their blueprints. It updates health, and it looks like it adds 25. We're gonna see if we can't get it to the player one briefly. Though I do not see Mosh Mine. Yeah, Mosh. I don't know where the player is. Characters. Mannequins? No, that doesn't seem right. I have an idea. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, we'll give it a little, like, one more minute for me to find it, and then if I can't, we'll move on from that, because... Actions? Oh, okay, I see a bunch of... It looks like it's all separated. So these must be part of the character controller, is my guess. if I can't get into... So level prototyping, no. Materials. Yeah, no. Okay. It's not gonna be in models, I know that for sure. At least if it is, it shouldn't be. Blueprints? No. Okay, sorry. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. I've honestly, the only ones that I've really gone into are models and materials, except for like during these streams. I'll see if I can't find it in the future and show you guys, but in the meantime, I am going to move on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually quickly go through the models, see if there's any interesting that I want to show that we have new. Actually, I do know what I want to show you guys that is new, because this is something I quickly made as well. But I don't see it. I think we lost some stuff in the midst of merging. Oh, wait, no, never mind, I found it. I mean, some stuff did get messed up, but like my benches and stuff weren't imported anymore. But yeah, this is our little slime guy. This is what I don't know if this is gonna be like a permanent asset or not. I'm sure it's gonna get changed over time, anyways. But this is what we were gonna use for like the Mosh enemy, which I think is this guy here. Nope, that's a yeah, the Mosh Mind. But I think the Mosh Mind. Ooh. Actually, you know what? What I can do is I may not be able to find the player, but I can briefly show up one of these. I don't know if I can explain it all. Oh, this is fairly simple, actually. No, maybe I can. So they have I get walk speed, character movement. Oh, yeah. So every now and then it's gonna spawn in a new one. I'm curious, can we actually, let's see this in action. I've seen, it was just passively happening before, but it starts as 3. Does it spawn 3 each time, or does it like duplicate? Or like, do each of them spawn 3? Okay. I will say the loop looks like it's a long loop, which is a good thing. Oh, it spawns like 1 at a time, it looks like. Okay, that's good. But yeah, we got that. What else do I want to show off? I was going through models. I didn't see too many new ones. Like any that I haven't shown already. Because I've shown the tree, I've shown the tree stump. And also you saw them in the level. We've seen the character block out. Which it looks like we're currently not using the player block out yet. But I'm guessing they'll wanna rig it first. Model man. That's it. Is that just a cylinder? 1 second. I have to remember to lower the speed. Every time it resets the speed. I like the name. But okay. Anyways. Okay, we got this stuff. Yeah, it looks like pretty much no new assets have been made. Minus. Actually, these might be new. I don't remember there be. I can't remember. I might have. This might have been here before, but. Looks like we got some silverware now. Or flatware. Ooh, we got cleaver. Okay, what else? We haven't. Is this just a regular knife? Oh. Okay. So yeah. That's basically. I think most of it is. Unfortunately, since I didn't make any of the technical stuff, I can show it off in action. Like, I've showed off the potion, I've showed off that. I don't think I can explain any of it. I'm curious how this fog is. This is a material, it's gotta be, right? Yeah, it's a fog material. Actually, let's look at... Ooh, actually... Ooh. Okay, fog. I could search materials fog. I wonder who made this. Because I didn't even know this was something that was made. Yeah. So they got some procedural looking textures, which is cool. It's making use of. Actually, what I might be able to explain. Speed. Hold on a moment. What? Speed. 1 second. Is this moving? Did I not notice this before? Oh, it's moving! Actually, I don't even have to start. It's moving. Okay, that's cool. That because I was seeing like these lines. I didn't realize they were moving, but I saw them and I thought it was like multiple objects or like a. I mean, it is tiling, but yeah. Okay. I wonder if I can. So if we go. Oh, you can even see it on the sphere. Oh, that is so cool. But yeah, I think I can go through and like show because you can actually go to like if you like double click, or do you have to click the play button? Ah, yes. If you click the play button, it'll kind of like create. It'll show what each step's doing. So if I go like to this multiply, you see it's brighter than like when it wasn't with that. Then we got that, which also is like if I come here. Oh yeah. And you can see like it gets split out into different masks. You got like your green mask. And you also have a red mask. This is something, one of my classes I'm taking that is actually, we talked a bit about this, because it's an environment art class, and what's cool is that you can actually like pack in various details in like the RGB of a color, of like for a texture. Like you could have, because what you could do, you can add color in here actually, which is cool. But what you can do is, so since you can add color in here, what you can do is you can have a grayscale image, and then you can add in, well, you can use like the red, that could be its normal map, and its blue, and the normal map is kind of like what I think gives it its bumps, if I remember correctly, like so you can have like a flat surface look like it's actually bumpy. Then you can have like its GB, it's like specularity map. I can't remember all the details. I need to learn materials more. But there's a lot of cool stuff you could do, but by packing that, and then you can like see like it's getting like different effects based on the stuff. And then eventually we get to the fog material texture, which I do not know how to actually set back to being displayed normally. I don't think I've broken anything though, which is good. This should still function perfectly. And if I did break something, I can undo all my changes. Ooh. Oh! This has pulled me to something else. Is this something that we've made? Or is this something that's just in Unreal? This looks like something that we've made. Wait a second. Like this in particular. Oh, another thing for anyone that's new. Our game, so it's based on Silent Hill, but what we're doing is we're kind of putting it in like a wizard kind of school or academy. And here, look at this mirror. I like how they added the reflection. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's a text. Oh, I guess text can't be reflected. But so it's gonna be like a wizard's academy, and we are kind of showing off. Or let me think. Or no, sorry. I remember my brain's broken briefly. We're gonna like all this. I don't know the exact story, but like the students have been like corrupted or like monsters are invading the school or something. But essentially, like you're gonna like wake up alone. And then you have to like trap the monsters. Which is what I, which is what the what this mirror shard's for. Oh hey, they used my gem model. Oh, it's the square gem one, the squircle. Too bad it's not actually a pure squircle. Um. So yeah. All right. I think I've shown most of what I can. I'm kind of curious about this. This actually is kind of similar to something I was thinking. So I love it. I'm gonna, because I want to make this floating object, and I think I will do that today. I have that, or I'm gonna fix my chest that I am. Actually, I probably should do the chest so that way it can be used as a prop sooner. Because currently, otherwise, we'll see how much time we have. Because that might take a little more time than what I was planning on doing. But yeah. All right. I think I'm going to briefly go into Unreal to show off some of the models and to go a little bit deeper into what I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go to OBS, technically, or temporarily swap it to window capture, just so I make sure I'm not showing something I'm not wanting to show. And then I will get Maya open, and we'll get that opened right up. Oop, not the fire hydrant, not hard surface modeling. Contradiction, yes. Alright, oh, also, oh, I guess I have it in the title of the stream, but this project's made for, team, this is my group's called Team Friendship. There's roughly 15 of us, if I remember correctly. And, let me show off the slime one first. And out of that, sorry. Oh, and then we call our project Contradiction, currently. That it's the name is subject to change, but we call it Contradiction because it's, well, we're Team Friendship, and we chose Silent Hill, a horror game. Alright, let me get it swapped over so you can see Maya. And then click this. There you go, here's the little slime guy. And then, yeah. I think, so, it's a pretty simple mesh. Basically what I did is I made, actually, I can kind of show. I made a sphere, cut it in half, and what I did is I beveled this bottom edge. So originally this was going to be like it was like a pure half circle, or half sphere, though slightly stretched. I then took this and made like this, which is very, very spiky. But when you smooth it, it looks kind of nice. And so after I did some smoothing to it, we got to here. Also, I have a cube because I did attempt to make it with a cube, but decided because there's an issue that I don't want to point out, but there was an issue that with it that made me want to use it, but it's not something you can easily notice, I think. Unless, I mean, I don't know. I think it's hard to notice, but yeah. I did do the UVs. Which I kind of, I once made a character. I haven't done characters often. Like, I've done it, I think, 2 times. And neither of them were very pretty. I mean, one of them was okay. I liked one of them. One of them was a nightmare. And it haunts my dreams. But basically what I did is I kind of, since these are the back faces, so hopefully you're not seeing these, I kind of, well, first of all, I cut along the bottom because it's flat enough that it's disc-like enough that I don't think we're gonna have much stretching. And then here I kind of cut along there, but then there was a heavy stretching in the hands, so I also cut along this. Kind of wish I didn't highlight like that, but I cut along this kind of edge loop to be able to weaken out or to relieve the stretching that we were getting on this, because originally it was stretching really bad. So that's what I did here, and then I've already kind of shown the desks and the benches, but I'll briefly go through them since that was something I did, and I do want to show what I had changed. So we'll go to, actually I guess they're all in the same place. Don't save. Alright, so as you can see, we're gonna we'll show off this one first. This one's the one I did first. So if I unselect it, first of all, you can see there's different colors. This is what determines the materials. I mean, technically they don't have to be different colors, but I did that so it was easier to see where they were. But like, so whatever is red, they are going to share the same material that there's put on them, because they are different, like, they're considered a different material. And the ones that are green are also different. So that's why, that's what the two colors mean. And then also something I did is you can see a bunch of the stuff has been changed. First of all, those who have seen the previous streams, there's a bunch of stuff that's been changed. Sorry about the pop-up window. First of all, originally it was these faces. They were kind of sewn together, and then I cut them kind of apart. But since this and this were going to be end grain, I have decided basically anything that is end grain, I wanted their UVs to be separate from the stuff that is going to be side grain. And so I decided to sew kind of all of the stuff that is side grain together, and then obviously you have to have this little cut, otherwise it'll stretch. Where did it grab? Oh, on this one, sorry. I guess I could do that so it selects all of them. So that way we don't get any weird stretching or a weird, like... Actually, I guess I could show it really quick. So if I do this, and I do like move and sew. Oh, interesting. Well, if I unfold it, you see it gets really... that does not look anything correct, and you can actually see on the thing that it gets really messed up. So that's why that cuts there. Let's make sure that it actually is. Well, I'm not going to save, but let's undo that. And then, so basically, I just went through, kind of changed those. If I undo the isolate, I guess I can briefly show this. You can see the kind of, this here, it's been slightly changed. I still have a bunch of the shells stacked for simplicity, but this one I'll also show. So this one has 3 materials, because we have the end grain wood, the side grain wood, and the metal. And currently, because I mentioned that technically this could be removed, because this could be done in texture, but currently with how the textures are done, and unless it becomes something that's like a problem, which I doubt it will, I have decided to keep just this indent in. And then I guess I did briefly show the other desk. So yeah, basically. No, I don't know if I ever explained what these are for, but this is how I got my measurements for my desk, by the way. But yeah, that is basically what I've done with those, and what I did off stream was those 4 things. So I think what I'm gonna do, I need to get that chest fixed. So we're gonna go into the chest actually, because currently it still doesn't have its UVs done. Chest 6. Don't save. We don't want anything saved. And yeah, this looks like a treasure chest, which doesn't really fit in with the vibe that we're going for. And I think the major issue is the lid. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, we're gonna, sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm debating if I want to try fixing this or if I want to just completely redo it. And it's probably honestly going to be quicker if I quickly redo it. Okay. Well, as long as I redo the top section. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, get out of UV editing. We don't need to be there for now. And I don't know if I'll finish this tonight. I think I'm going to, once it hits like 8:30, if I'm not done by then, I'll end then. 8:30 my time. So, roughly 38 minutes from now. If I'm not done in 38 minutes, we'll do this. So what I'm going to do, I think there's a few things I want to do. First of all, I need to go to poly modeling. Also, if any of you are interested, let me know. I can show off, because this is one of the things I used the most, is this quick export. If any of you are interested, let me know and I can show you guys. I might even be able to find a way to share it besides just like showing the code that I wrote for it, but just let me know. Start with the object, shift right click, separate. Should I go silent? It worked out really well last time when I went silent, I think. I'm gonna try to stay talking, but depending on how things go, I might, if I find myself getting distracted too much, I might silence myself. So for now, we don't care about these. I'm actually gonna pull out all of these out of this, so this is, first I want to double check what these are all. So we have the lid, one of the handles, so that means this is also a handle. Then we got the 3 of those. Nope, 7's one of the last one. Okay. I just want to make sure that it's all the things I think they are and not something random. So we're going to pull that out. We're going to delete. No, I'm going to keep that there because I want to make sure I named that the same thing. Part of the reason I want to make sure it's named the same thing. No, I don't want to name the same thing, actually. No. We're deleting this because I'm going to call it chest version 2. Because it is a big enough change that I do not want. I think it should be a separate thing. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna delete this. Actually, no, sorry. I've changed my mind slightly. I'm still doing what I was gonna do, but what I'm changing is this. There we go. That's all. Oh, actually, that's the chest version too. No, that's fine. It's fine. We'll just rename it to chest version 1. No, now it's 3. We're gonna. I know what I'm doing. I promise. We're gonna delete chest version 1, and now we're gonna rename this to chest version 1. There we go. It just takes steps. Alright, delete that. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep this locking mechanism for now. I might redo it eventually, but for now, I am not bothered with it enough to want to change it. It is purely the lid. So what I'm gonna do is press the wrong buttons. Is shift, and then I think it's the greater than sign. Yeah, greater than. So the arrow pointing to the right is the sign I'm using. And I'm going to, that's not working, is it? I have a better idea. There we go. I'm hoping I'm gonna do something a really extreme page. Okay, good. Those faces are working. So we're gonna do that, and I think we'll also grab. No, I don't need to. So we're gonna shrink it down a bit. I think to right about here. For now, we're gonna hide these nubbins. And then what I'm gonna do actually, I think it was I can use this as a reference. Okay. Let's do it around this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a cut. And I should be able to just delete this fairly easily, but yeah. And the reason I'm doing that is purely so I can we're gonna combine these. Delete history. Oh, also, is this sitting on the floor? That is something I forgot to do with some of my models. It is not sitting on the floor. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop it there. Make sure it actually snaps to where I want to, and I'm not. Please, thank you. And then we're gonna snap it to the floor. Is that on the floor? I think it's on the floor. Actually, I have a way to test this. It is absolutely not on the floor. I should have done it this way to begin with. Yeah. Learn from my mistakes. Okay, whoops. Actually, that might put the handles... No, I want the handles higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to take the combined handles and we're going to turn on this so I can actually see where I'm snapping to. I want them in the middle of that face. Do I want them in the middle of that face or do I want them in the middle of this? I'm leaning towards, I think, the higher position. I think it was a good thing I put in that. Now that I've done that, I can go here and delete edge, because that was purely just for putting those into position. Where'd they go? No, don't tell me I deleted them. Oh, I deleted them. Yeah, make sure things are deselected before you delete stuff. Alright. And if you guys are wondering, currently this is solid. Ooh, 8 o'clock. Yeah. Part of the reason I've got this is we currently I don't think we have any plans for a chest to be opened. If we do, what I can easily do is just kind of pop this in a little bit. I'd probably do this a much cleaner way, but I could do boom, boom, and then there we go. You got an empty space. Obviously, I'd have to do the UVs for it, but as there are currently no plans that I'm aware of, I am going to leave that like that for now. So now here's the tricky bit, because I actually do not know what I used for the multipliers to get them into the right dimensions. So we're gonna make some guessing. That looks like 100. And then from there, yeah, that was definitely 100. And then from there, we'll get the other stuff. $70? That looks like a 70. Yeah, 70. No, wait, 1 second. Am I looking at the wrong things? 75? Oh no, it's definitely not 75. 71? Oh, you know what? I see what's throwing me off. It is 170. Sorry, I'm looking at these edges here, and what's throwing me off is the fact that these edges are popped out, but they're also popped out down here, and so I'm thinking that I'm matching it to like right here to right here, but what I'm actually trying to match it to is there, which is not what I want to match it to. So I'm assuming 170 is fine. Now we're going to find a general width that I'm happy with. Let's do 20 to start with. That is way too big. Let's do 12.5. Some of these. I don't know if I should match it up yet. I think I am going to. Okay. Next, let's grab the edges that we want beveled. Alright, actually, no, I need to pop these in first. This sounds like Minecraft music. I don't think it is. Or at least I hope, or I guess Minecraft music's royalty free. I hope. I don't know. How do I make this into a perfect square? I feel like there's some trick I can do, but I don't remember what I did the first time. Honestly, that looks... Actually, what I could do... You know, I have a method. I do want it to match up, though. No, it needs to match up. I'm not sure which vertex I should match up to. So we're gonna match it up to the vertex I'm assuming it is, and then we can adjust it later if I'm wrong. And then we also need this. Good. Yes, autosave. Probably worrying about this too much. It's close enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. If I worry too much about it being perfect, it's not gonna get done. So what I need to do is... we're just gonna manually do it. It's quick enough, I think I can manually do it. I was thinking if I could do something to make it quicker, but... I think trying to do something quicker will take more mental effort. And then it would have ended up taking longer. So now we're gonna do the initial bevel. Because now that I'm looking at it, I think... Level 0.4? The thing is, it's gonna look really wrong if it doesn't match up right. Ooh, nice thing about this actually is it might... No. Never mind. Ooh, actually, no. I see what I need to do. Because I want to have this inlay all along. So actually what I need to do is I need to grab this, and this as well. And bevel that. And then we were doing 0.4, 0.4 looked about correct. And then we can do 2 segments to make it slightly rounded. And there we have that. Next, what we need to do is actually, we only need this bottom edge to be beveled. I think I'm gonna look through. I hope you guys are enjoying the music. Okay. So we need to bevel this, and I need to see what I'm beveling. So bevel, I'm guessing 0.2 at a glance. Or maybe 0.5, no. No, 0.5 is way too much. It's not 0.4 as well, is it? 0.3? No, 0.25. No, that's too much. 0.35? It's not 3.5, is it? I kinda... What I did before, and part of the reason why it was so, like, perfect on the money before, was... is before what I had done was I made the parts together. I wasn't having to match them up like this. So, if you're wondering why I'm struggling, that is part of the reason why. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unselect that. And what I think I want to do, how am I going to... I think we're going to have to manually select stuff. Oh, actually. Oh! Ooh. Wait, why did it do that? Okay, one second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. No, what? How did I do something so nice before? Well, we'll expand it a little bit. That actually helps out a ton. Oh, this is gonna look so much better. I mean, it's still the same style. I'm still basically copying the exact same style I did before, but it's gonna look so much better. Oh, its UVs are gonna be very tiny though. It's gonna have a small texel density. Apologies for all the quick. I'll try to move slowly, but that's not make anyone nauseous. But yeah, it's. Keyword is try. Not succeed. Actually, I could have just quickly gone around instead of doing what I was doing just barely. Oh, actually, there's a bunch of stuff I could have done quicker. Of course, I think of it as soon as it's already all selected. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to bevel. Not bevel, we're going to unselect, we're going to extrude. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to measure it against this thing, because it's actually been adjusted slightly. So what I want to adjust is the thickness, I believe. Oh no, I see the problem. No, but if I go to edges, can I select edges and go back to face? Aha, yes. No, it has to set. 1 second. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. Or did I do local translate Z? What did I do? No, wait, let me see. I'm gonna do an extreme thickness. Zero. Okay, I see. So if I go here, you can actually... No? Oh, sorry. I don't get it. Why is it curved in like that? I think I know why. I have an idea on how to fix it. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's gonna be easier if I just if I do the extrusion and then fix it. So it's gonna be something fairly small. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this top-down view and I'm gonna go to... Oh, actually, no, wait. What I can do is I could just go until it matches. Is it 0.5? I think it's 0.5. There we go. Autosave, yes. And now we have a few things we need to fix. First of all, object. Isolate. I do not want those edges poking down. So now I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to pop them back up to be flush with the base. Secondly, what my idea is to fix it. First, let's see what the issue is. If I isolate this... Oh, fascinating. I modeled this very differently than what I'm doing now. Okay, my solution is going to be, is this vertex, oh, is this vertex perfectly in line with this one? No. Is this vertex in line with this one? No. Is it perfectly in line with this one? Yes. Next question I have is this vertex in line with this one? No. This one's in line with this one? Yes, okay. So what I'm gonna do, I think this is an easy fix. It is gonna take a few steps, because I can't see when I'm in that one view, but what I can do is face. Can I actually just go double click like this, or is it gonna be grumpy and not do that? It's gonna be grumpy and not do that, great. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do that, come back here, and then I can snap it to the what are you two selected? Well, what's else is selected? I don't remember selecting you guys. Oh, it did what I wanted. It went to the thing. So if I select it and I double click, it works. Okay. I didn't think that it would do that. I didn't real. That's actually kind of. That is kind of an edge. I could put an edge loop there. I don't. I'm not going to, but I could. That's kind of. I might. Okay, so now what I can do is unisolate. And now will it work? Yes! Alright, so it curves. Do I want it to do that though, is the question. Because what I could do conversely is sorry, got distracted for a second. Is what I can do is I can move the vertexes, the edges back. So the question is, which is more ideal? Kind of. What did I do on the previous one? I do want to somewhat mimic what I've done here, because I was happy with the edges. What I just wasn't happy with was the fact that it looks like a treasure chest. And it looks like here it has that same issue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do what I've already done with the one edge, and we're just gonna do it with the other three. So isolate, not isolate, no? Yeah, isolate. We're gonna do the two side ones first, and then we'll do the other one. I should make sure that that's not going somewhere that it shouldn't. It doesn't look like it. I can deselect. Do that. It actually might be connecting even better than the previous one, which is nice. Now we're gonna do this, and I have an idea, because this is something I probably should have done, which would cut half my type. So we're gonna go. How do I do symmetry? Sorry, I've been using ZBrush recently, and ZBrush is very different. This is the Z, so we need object Z. Boop. Nope, I didn't want it off. Sorry. So now we just need to make sure we move the correct side, which is this one. And then it should be fixed on both. Yeah, there we go. That was quick enough. Alright, so I think I do have time. So I think... Oh. I forgot something. I'm gonna see if I can't quickly fix that. Does it go inwards? Or is this perfectly straight? Which one do I need to look at? This one? It goes ever so slightly inwards. That's annoying. Okay, edge. Let's match the outside one. Oh, that is pesky. Match the outside one. And this is gonna break some things, I think, so we're gonna have to be we're gonna have to remember to fix them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab these, and then we're gonna grab these, because I want that like go through. I completely forgot about it. I don't have it on this side, do I? No, good. I don't. Why do I have the... Oh, that's probably for spacing. And then we need to figure out which parts, if any, are wood. Do I want any of it to be wood, or... I can make multiple... We'll start with... We'll assume a woodness a bit. And also apologies for me hitting my headphone. I accidentally forgot to switch to my headset until it was too late. So current, yeah. So if we do 0.5, it should... why am I trying to do that? If I do 0.5, it should match exactly. Then what I need to do is we're going to isolate it. And we're going to do some tricky maneuvering. Because as you can see, there's some faces here that we do not want. Delete. Delete. Okay, that should fix that. Now we just need to go to the other side to do it. Delete. Okay. Is the UVs going to be quick enough? I might go a little longer. I might go to 45 instead of 30, like I said. Because I might be able to get this done quick enough. Okay, first we're going to move these into place, like we did with the others. And then we're going to prepare to do that little edge change. We're going to turn on X this time, Object X. Grab those, grab this, and grab that. Nope, not that. That. Then we're going to unisolate. It's going to be pure white temporarily. Save. Yes, I do want to autosave actually, very much so. Wait, I don't see any problem. You know, it's so small of a difference. And I think I might have messed up on one side actually. Second. Did I mess up on one side? So 602145 601239. Oh, because it's perfectly. 1 second. That's gonna bug me actually. Oh, yes. object. First, let's weld the points, because that's actually a good idea. So in theory, these are now... That was not how I meant to check, but that actually works perfectly as a method of checking. We're going to select that, we're going to select that, and then we're going to select that, and that. I'm a bit OCD and ADHD. And, at least for the OCD part, it causes something like little details, like just slightly not being symmetrical, to be humongous problems. And I don't even think it's fixing it. Oh, it is slightly. It's very slightly moving. No, I don't want to. Let me navigate the screen. Oh, I'm trying to navigate the wrong way. That's why. It is such a small difference. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for wasting time. Actually, no, it's fine. We're wasting time. Okay. Do I want that stripe to go on here as well? No. No, I think I do. Never mind. That's another quick fix. Actually, what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to delete these faces beforehand. We're still going to have to fix some stuff, because these faces are going to show up. Unless I have a brain thing. What we're going to do is we're going to bridge this gap. I'm going to bridge this gap. And now, what we can do, this is welded, so we can go pop that in the middle. Grab that, bridge. Grab that, and bridge. And look at that. I don't have to go inside the model like I did before. Something's off with the... Something about this looks off. Mesh display, harden edge. Okay, sorry. Oh, no, that actually is something I need to fix. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go through and... Oh, wrong edge to harden. Mesh display, harden edge. Actually, do I need to fix it on? Okay, I actually need to fix some stuff on both. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna isolate this one first, because I want to work on one part at a time. We're gonna grab there, grab here, kind of go around and grab the edges. Yes. Okay. Mesh display soften? Because we want those to be rounded. Ugh. Did I prefer it with the hardened edge? I mean, it makes sense to be rounded like this, but... I actually genuinely think it looks better with the hardened edge, even though it technically should be rounded. I think one part that bugs me is that it's supposed to be metal. This part. This is gonna be gold. Or it doesn't have to be gold. It could be wrought iron steel. It could be all sorts of metals. It doesn't have to be gold. But I think it looks yeah. Which also means I don't need to fix I do need to fix some things. Because we did find that issue of the edge being smooth. Like here. And here, and in theory, this should be the only one I have to fix, because I think the other ones, I think part of the reason it's doing that with those specific ones is because those are the ones I added in after, which also means it's probably going to be doing the same thing here. Mesh display, well, let's harden that edge first. Make sure that it's actually fixed. And then we're going to check here, because I don't know. No, that's a hard edge. That's a hard edge, it's fine. Alright, I think we have our parts. That is so much better. That is so much better than the other one. Because it actually looks like something you would find like a wizard school instead of like a treasure chest. I'm very happy I did this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can quickly get through the UVs. Which is going to be a little tricky. What we're going to do, okay. Because these are very different from objects than what we worked with before. The other ones were mostly planes. Or they were mostly like rectangles. They were mostly, yeah, just pure rectangles. But these are multiple parts. Alright, so let's save. Let's save. Save scene as. No, wait one second before I save. No. Something's missing. I know what's missing. Ooh. Wait, was this like that with this? Ooh. I messed up big time. We're gonna move this slightly in. We're gonna go 4.75, I think. No, that's height-wise. What? Oh, I see the problem. Let's do 0.5. See how that looks. Let's do 1.5. I'm not happy with that. 2.5. That is better. I'm happy with 2.5. And then this one's going to be negative 2.5 because we're going in the opposite direction. 2. If I don't write it wrong, negative 2.5. There we go. And then make sure they're all at the same height still. And I think what I need to do is actually mesh. How do I do it? Is it modify, center pivot? And that should be centered on all of them? Yeah. Because we were working with something a little janky there a moment ago. So I think we're going to do that, and then we're going to pull it out. Not like that. We want this. Oh, I see the problem. Autosave now, sure. Does it look better like that? Or slightly embedded in? I'm gonna go with slightly embedded in. Okay. So now, in theory, let's say we put the rotate point for the lid. So I know I said that it's not going to be able to like open currently with our current plans. But say we wanted it to. This should open quite nicely. There's some intersections. I don't think it's gonna be a horrible problem if there's that intersections. But look at that. Alright, we're gonna reset that. Now what we're gonna do, now that we have those back in, is we're gonna combine. which I think is the wrong thing. Sorry. Combine. That is Boolean, what I just first selected. It's a very useful tool. It's incredibly useful. But not for that. Ooh, this is cinematic music. And yeah, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just work on part by part. And we're gonna have first of all, these are going to be stacked on top of each other, so let's go. What I'm gonna do first is we're gonna take this, move it to the side. We're gonna take this, move it up, take this, move it to the left, and take these and move it down. I want to know what I'm working on. So first, let's do the easy ones. The easy ones are definitely going to be these. And I think I know exactly where I want to put my cut. Now, in theory, these should already be exact copies because I believe they were duplicated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab here, and find the center, which is right here. And then I'm going to grab, like this, cut, grab like this, move and so. And now, because we're never going to, in theory, we should never see it buried inside inside the thing. So, if it's there, I think it should work nicely. So now we're going to get this. Do I care which way it's facing at all? Mildly. I feel like I'm doing something. Oh. You know, sometimes the mistakes are the funnest thing. And I mean this genuinely. It's just kind of funny, the little mistakes you make, and you can't take your work too seriously. I feel like, you need to have fun in the little moments. All right. Now we're gonna orient those. Make sure. I don't know if they need to be worried about stacked yet. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay them all out, and it's gonna all get messed up again anyway. So let's do the next easy item. The next one is gonna be those handles. Is symmetry gonna hurt me if I do something? UV shell. If I grab this UV, does it affect the other UV? No. Out of curiosity. I need to see something. Okay, so when did you get messed up? My little friend. Like... How do I even straighten you to make... You know what? You don't need to be here. Why is this? Oh, never mind. Okay, so now the UV is selected on both sides. What is this? Out of curiosity. Oh, yeah, we're gonna delete those. We don't need those. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna delete faces we don't need for now. This is what I did with the desks and the bench, and it's because those faces are never gonna be seen. Unless we like remove the stuff, but because they're flat planar faces, they're super easy to add back in. So we're gonna go. Do I go to 9? I'm gonna push it to 9. I think that's gonna be the hard cutoff. If anyone wants to get off earlier, feel free. But I am gonna push it to 9. Just because I don't know if I want to end it. Or I don't know if I want to end it with this incomplete, but what I also might do is I have an idea. No. Okay. But I might end up finishing it off stream if it gets to 9, because I don't want to be going too late, and I know since I know myself, I know I'm going slower than if I was off stream. So, all right, so we should be able to get that out. Let's pull this out. We're gonna unfold. We will fix those late. What? Why is one of them weird? I have an idea. Sorry, we're gonna undo until I did that rotation thing. Oh, I see where I went wrong with the one thing. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna delete that. And we're just gonna do mesh mirror. Nope. Mesh window for the mirror. And we want it to be positive X. No, I'm not doing that actually. I'm gonna copy what I did in the one stream, which was I actually built this one, or I built one half of one side first, and then I copied it over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this great. I'm gonna get this one great. And then we're going to fix the other one. First of all, we need to delete these faces because they are the ones that are hiding. All right. So now, save. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start cutting this apart, and be careful not to rotate anything, because apparently I keep randomly rotating things without realizing it, and it breaks. I had this issue actually, I think, with one of my other models that I was fixing, and I don't know why. I have an issue with that. Okay, cuts. So now we should have. I want the UV shell. We'll have this UV. And actually, I don't think I want to use symmetry at all during this from now on. Part of the reason I had it on was just because of the one. Whoa! What is... You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna do moving so. You know, I see where it went wrong. Two edges to contained edges? Moving so? Hey, there we go. Because that was definitely not right. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate this. It doesn't need to be perfect, but we do need it to be straight. And then we're going to do our little trick of, not transform, it is unfold the straighten UVs. There we go. Make it a little nicer. That is kind of weird. Okay. Sorry, I noticed a weird spot. Okay, we got this. So we're gonna push it off to the side. Let's make sure it's straight first of all, though. I mean, I guess we'll let this one be the upside down side. Because one side's gonna have to be upside down. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be upside down, but... but I've decided it's going to be. Okay, I think this is actually fairly simple. We just need to go boom, boom. So. Then unfold. Yeah. And this would be perfect as well. Ooh, we have lots of stretching. Not on the model we're looking at currently, but... Actually, can I see any stretching on this one? I mean, I can see issues with my own eyes, but I don't think I see any stretching. All right, let me turn that off because that's bright. UV shell, UV shell. Okay, let's speed. Edge, orient. No, orient to edges. Sorry. I forgot which my thing is. Orient edges. UV shell. Oh, sweet, they did the side I wanted it to. Shouldn't I be working with the right side? No, too late now. And then there's this. I'm not sure what this... I know what this is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the inside. So first of all, I'm going to sew it. We're going to go... do I need to sew it now? No, let's not sew it yet. Cut there. Cut there. Boom, boom. And then we're going to go to edges. Grab these. Move and sew. And then we don't want these stacked, actually. I want them separate. Yes. Okay, we have now 2 of the parts done. Now we are going to do, I think I want to do this part first, or do I want to do the key part first? This face. Okay, we're gonna do this bottom part first. It's the hard part. I think for now, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna bring it in a little bit, because I don't want to straight up delete it. But it's gonna take so much space on the UV. Do I bring it in and then delete this like that? Ooh, actually, that does make it easier to work on stuff, though. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna delete it, and then we'll do that the same thing with the other one. And it's still gonna take up an incredible amount of space. But the difference is that I can actually fill stuff in the UV with this. So let's grab 2 edges. What am I? 2. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. 2 edges, 2 edge perimeter. Cut. UV shell. Let's grab. Faces. 2 edges, 2 contained edges. Moving so. There we go. Okay. Unfold, unfold. There we go. See, you got all the space in the center of it that you can work with. Alright. So next we need to get this worked out. I'm going to cut along this edge, and I'm going to cut along this edge, and we're just going to kind of keep cutting along these edges. And then we'll kind of cut. Actually, something I want to do, I don't like the fact that they've put this edge down the center. That's... Sorry, I noticed an edge, or a vertex that shouldn't be there. Interesting thing about vertexes is if you select a vertex and you click the delete button, I think it also works with the backspace, but but if it's connected to 3 edges, it will not delete. But if it's connected to just 2 edges, so I guess what I could do is I can go back. So you see here how it's connected to this. So we have this vertex which is connected to 3 or more. And so this one, if I click delete or backspace, it won't work. But this edge is only connected to 2. So if I click delete, it'll do it. Or also, okay, so backspace and delete works. So I'm going to quickly do that again, because I did like the fact that I was able to get rid of all. It probably got rid of some of the vertexes that I didn't want. It got rid of literally just one other vertex. It was probably on the other side, honestly. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to go here. Move and... I'm being an idiot. Face, object. Create. Automatic. I'm making things complicated on myself. This is still a mess that I have to clean up, but it's much less. Okay. I think what I want is, I still want those faces separate. I'm thinking. I think overall I like how it did it. There's some things I need to clean up. Like I'm gonna kind of combine some of these edges. We'll probably cut the back part if I decide I don't like it, but for now... Ugh, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's also... The problem with automatic is it's great, but it's not perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 2 edges, 2 edge perimeter. Face to face to face perimeter. So we got this. Now we're gonna start fixing stuff around the edge. And I think, unless there's something interesting, I think I'm gonna do what I did last time and just mute myself. Alright, I am gonna say that currently it looks like I'm the only one watching my stream. So I'm going to keep going even past 9. So we'll show the whole process, and if people decide to watch it in the future, they can see my whole process. Alright, I just noticed something unfortunate. I should have done the automatic sooner, because this that I did and got perfect is now completely messed up. And same with this, and yeah. And unfortunately, these are not stacked anymore, so I have to manually fix them. Yeah. It's unfortunate. This is what happens when you, well, forget stuff. You know, I probably should play some spooky music. Because of the, you know, Halloween and stuff. Two contained edges. Two edges to contain that. Two edges to contain. There we go. Moving so. Alright, I'm gonna mute myself again. Oh, why do I still have that open? 1 second. I had done a recording to make sure that the music was working. Luckily it is. Nope. I meant to mute myself, not.
And that Christmas night in Rio de Janeiro, I was doing what the karaoke's do, to the rhythm of cavaquinhos and panderos. I drank and sang and danced the whole night through. Then as the sun was rising, I climbed up the Corcovado hill. I had a rendezvous with Christ to end the night. Oh, a Christmas Eve in Rio to remember. I will cherish it for all my natural life. Right there and then I fell in love with Rio. She'll stay forever in my heart and on my mind.
One second, I want to figure out what that song was because I like that one. But I can't show the stuff that's. Yeah. Alright, now we're on to the next song. Sorry. Currently, I'm using the Epidemic Sounds free account, which I'm just using their relaxing mood. Alright, back to my go back to this and mute myself. Alrighty. I know this stream went a lot longer than I initially said it would. Alright, I am unmuted, right? Alright, good. So yeah. We have... I got my chest done. Huh? Oh, yeah. So now, I think all I have to do before I am done, which should be fairly quick, is we're gonna add materials. Add materials. Well, I'm gonna add just like basic materials. Like, so I'm gonna have like a yellow material and a red material that way, so it can be different in the engine. Yeah. Well, it's gonna get changed in the engine, so it doesn't really matter what the colors are. Sorry, I was talking to someone in my family. I'm unmuted again. No, I'm unmuted again. I don't think they heard you. You're probably too far away. But I don't know. Alright. So I just need to grab all the sections that I will consider wood. Wait, no, sorry. I was gonna do, sorry. First, we're gonna grab everything. And then we're gonna add a material. And we learned from last time, or something I learned, is for what I need to do, I need this specific Lambert. Not a Maya Lambert, not an Arnold Lambert. We need this assigned favorite material Lambert. I'm not sure which Lambert this is, but the other ones break. Oh, actually, no, before I do this, let's actually save. I don't think I saved before. So, luckily, I didn't screw up anything enough where I had to go back. Plus, I had plenty of autosaves, though. So first of all, we want to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete history, freeze... Yeah, delete history, freeze transformations. We're going to rename this to chest version 2. And we'll just save over the 007. No, I don't want to do that. No, it's too late. I already did. By too late, I mean, I can't do a save, unfortunately. I wish you could. It would be so nice. Ooh, MASH. MASH has its own tab? Sorry, MASH is something I was doing something for in one of my previous classes, my traditional game development. MASH was a lifesaver. Okay, we have 2 handles on both sides. Yes. Oh, and then because we did the mirror, this should be... I guess I should double check to make sure, but... In theory, these should be, yeah, perfectly fixed. So if I move this... Oh, not like that. If I do this, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna add our material. We're gonna get out of UVs. We don't need to be in there anymore. We're gonna add a base material. I'm gonna do gold first. I'm just gonna call it metal. It doesn't have to be gold. And we're gonna make this... We were doing the light blue. I believe my saturation was like 0.2 and then my value was 0.5. And then 240. So this is kind of our metal. I think side grain we were doing green. Metal, lamb. Base. Nope, UVs. Now we're gonna select all these. Oh, I already have the signature. Okay, we have got boom, 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 boom. And then what I can do is assign favorite material Lamb or Lambert. And then all I need to do is set the colors using the same kind of. I mean, these colors, as I was saying to my family member, it does not matter what they are. They, for all it could be, is it could be this vibrant shade of purple. Part of the reason I'm not doing that though is because I do want it not to be too extreme. And I feel, I mean, as long as they're different enough that you can tell the difference, so you can like fix any issues that are with it. Is this? Yeah, it's green. It's good enough. So I'm happy with this. And luckily, everything we want to be metal looks like it's metal. So what I'm going to do is we're going to export this and we're going to bring it into the game. I am first before I do this, so we're going to, well, we'll do the, let's file save scene as 8. Before I bring it into the game, I do need to check something, make sure I haven't changed anything with the GitHub that I didn't want to change. First of all, quick export. Oh, actually, delete history, freeze transformation. Now we'll do quick export. I wanted to briefly show it. Oh, also, if you're interested in the script, if I hover over it, you can kind of see it. Fairly simple. Oh, you know, I did actually cover this before. I showed you guys the script before. Oh, it's always a good one to show. It's my favorite script, most used script. These were more. What are these? Skin cluster? These were like more. This is like specifically for rigging, which I'm not very good at, but I was taking a class for that. And this one was like specifically because I needed to scale everything up by 2 a certain amount, and that's this one I probably could delete, but because it's not necessary. But I could. Yeah. I don't think it even works perfectly with like if I do this, it's gonna. Yeah, it breaks. Okay, save. So we're gonna briefly hover the screen with the window capture. And give me a moment to check the GitHub. Okay, good news is nothing has changed that I don't want changed. So what we're gonna do is go fix it, or import, if I can figure out how to get back to my streaming desktop. There we go. Okay, display, window capture. So we're gonna quickly go into Unreal and models. Oh, I am gonna have to go into drag something in, so I am actually gonna temporarily do the display capture again, but first we're going to make sure that these are fixed. So re-import, save, because apparently they were not correct. Re-import, save, and then I am briefly going to do the display capture again because I'm going to go into my file system. Though I will make it so we're showing this. So you guys can see kind of back to there we go. And then it is covering, oh no, there we go. So now I'm just going to quickly grab my thing. Capstone, Contradiction, Assets, Chess version 2. Alright. I do want to check normals. I do not want it to recompute normals. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put it back to this. I've got an import. We do not want it to recompute normals. Import. And then in theory, huzzah! So we're gonna save that. Oh, it even brought in the colors this time. With the other ones, I don't know why. They didn't bring in the colors though. But they still have the materials, luckily, so that's not a... Ew, I forgot to rename the other Lambert. That's not the end of the world. It's fine. It just has to be a different material. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that this is saved. And all I have to do is now get it updated to the thing. So, just as a kind of a recap, we basically went over everything that was in this gym. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing during the next sprint. My guess is we're going to be expanding on this gym. I'll be covering stuff that I work on, and then I'll also, at the end of the sprint, I will show you our progress again. But in the meantime, I think I was streaming a lot longer than I intended, because I initially said 8:30, then I said 8:45, and then 9, and now we're at much later. So I'm going to say goodnight to all of you, and I will make sure. Currently, it's not on Steam. We are going to put it on Steam though, and when it gets onto Steam, I will let you guys know. Like as soon as it's there, I will stream even if I don't work on anything. I'll let you guys know. So, yeah, it's getting exciting. We're getting close. We're making progress slowly.